Hey ladies, let's talk about forming a Google form so that you can collect some customer information before handing out products. And it's really quick and easy. We're going to create the Google form, and then we are going to create a QR code that you can put out at your stand for parties or shows. I also have these out when I have parties for checkouts. So if I'm busy with a customer and they are ready to check out, they can scan the code and do it themselves. So the first thing you want to do is, if you don't have a Google account, um, go to google.com, and in that top right hand corner, there'll be a blue button here that says sign in. So you can click that button, and if you don't have an account, when you click in to sign in, it'll have a create account button right there, so you can create your own Google account. So then I'm going to, once I sign in and create my account, I'm going to go to the Google Apps waffle right here in the right hand corner. Click that. You're going to scroll down to Google Forms, the purple little letter, and click it. Okay, so your next step to create the Google form is to click a blank form. That's what you guys would use. And when you click the blank form, it's going to start you from scratch. So you get to actually go through and create every single question. There's a couple of really cool things with this. So you can create your question, like here, I will write first and last name. And when I write that, Google automatically looks at it and it'll change this box for me to short answer. So this box right here allows you to change it from short answer to a full paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down menu. So it's actually a really easy tool for you to just quickly change it. So if I wanted it to be check boxes, I'd click that. If I want it to be a short answer, I'll do that. And Google will try to anticipate what you're going to put, and they'll change this for you. So just check it before you move on to the next question. On this form, I would highly, highly recommend that you click required for every single question. That way, they have to fill in every field before they can submit the form. It won't let them do that. When I am ready and finished with this question, I am going to click on this little toolbar on the right and click Add Question. And then I can add my next question. Up here, I can also scroll and I can change this to add an image. So I could do a Google search for Labri multimedia, and I could see what comes up. A lot of stuff comes up, but you can say, I like to save them to my computer. So I'll show you an example of this actually in just a second. So I'm going to go back because I already have this form created, and I thought I'd show you guys my information form. So my sister owns a salon, and we put samples out. So you can see I have 3 responses as of late from people that have taken samples. So right here I have Labri information form. Please fill out this quick online form before taking samples, and I will contact you about your samples in a few days. Enjoy. So I have first and last name, the date they took the sample, the email address, their phone number, if they've ever used Labri before, and then any samples that they tried. This is the box that helps me then when I contact them. I can say, hey, I see you took an example of a sample of the facial mask. Tell me what you thought about it. How is it helping your skin? And then that kind of gets that conversation rolling. And then I can get other samples to them or hook them in for a party or to sign up and celebrate. All right, so that's the hardest part is right there. So building your form is at your discretion and whatever you want to put on it. When you're ready and that form is finished, you're going to click the purple send button in the top right hand corner. And then ignore everything here. You're going to click on this little paperclip guy in the middle, and it's going to give you a link. I always shorten the link just because it's easier. And I am going to click copy. So now it's copied to my clipboard. You can see it popped in the corner. And what I'm going to do is I am going to go now and open a new tab up top here. And I'm going to go to something called QR code generator. You can see I use it frequently, so it's in my bar. If you type in QR code generator, the very first link that pops up says QR code generator creates your free code. So you're going to click that, and it's going to look like a hot mess when you open it. You don't need any of this stuff. Right here, you copied your site. So you are either going to use the Control V feature, which will copy and paste that link, or you can right click and click paste. And then this is going to give you two things. It's going to give you that that Google form link that you put there has now, if you see over here in the right hand corner, turned into a QR code. You are going to have to download it as a JPEG file. And this part gets tricky because you want to like look at and read and click on all this stuff. But if you look up here in this blue bar, it says your code's being generated. Please don't refresh or exit. And it takes a minute. So now in the bottom left hand corner, you can see mine has come up. I'm going to click that. And there's my QR code. So I'm going to right click on that and then I can copy it. And I'm kind of finished with that box right now, so I can close that out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to go back into my waffle over here. And I'm going to go into my Google Documents. So if you're not familiar with Docs, just click Docs. And what this is going to do is it's going to create, I can create a blank form where now it's like a Word document where I can use and put my QR code on there. So I'm going to open the one that I have already so you guys can see the example. This is the one I use for when I put them out in small businesses if I'm not there. So it says, hi there, before taking a Library sample pack, please scan the QR code below by just holding your phone's camera over it like you would be taking a picture. Or I have the link to the Google form here as well. So I will show you how to get that one more time. So then here I would just right click and paste. I would paste my QR code. I'm not going to do it because one's already there for me. And then I want to make sure that I test this before sending it. So right now while I'm on the computer, I'll hold my phone's camera in front of it and make sure it scans. If it doesn't scan, if you have a different type of phone, I have an iPhone. My sister has a phone that's not as capable as an iPhone. So for her, she has to enter in the actual Google form link, which is what prompted me to put that on there. So let me show you how to get that link because you'll want to stick that in there. So if you go back to your information form, which is up here, remember how we clicked on that send button and that paper clip? So when you shorten that URL and you copy it, that's the one that you're going to copy right now. Click copy, and then you're going to put that right into your form. So I'll just pop that right in by Control Ving it or right clicking it and hitting paste. Okay. And that's it. And then you can kind of create the rest of this to go around it. I put these in little frames and I keep them out on the table so people can scan the code. And then you can go back to your form at any point in time then or at the end of your show and you can kind of organize your data. So I can see the phone numbers. I can see if they've used it before. My no's are the ones I want to contact right away. My yeses probably mean they have a consultant, so I need to check in with them on that. So it gives you all this great data by just clicking from questions, you just click to responses, and then you can view that data. And then it tells me what they took down below. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm not an expert. I'm a teacher, so I use Google quite a bit for teaching purposes. So it just happens to transfer over lovely to the business. If you have any other questions, let me know. Thanks, guys.